Hi guys, this is Amir from DABSTER, and today we are going to see the installation of Ambari using external database and the local repository. So without wasting time, let's get started. Uh, I have a 3 node cluster, as you can see, node 1, node 2 and node 3. So all the prerequisites has been done, which includes disabling IP tables and the AC Linux and configuring SSH. So let me just quickly show you that it's working fine. So when you're going to perform this installation, you need to take care of the prerequisites that we have already discussed in previous classes. So I have also configured the local repository for Ambari and HTTP. So with the help of HTTP services, so let me just quickly show you that my local repository. Well, this is my local repository for Ambari. This is my external IP of node 1. Let me just show you the local repository for HTTP. As you can see, all the repository has been set. In the server side, we need to keep it in where www.html. As you can see, all the repository HTTP, JPN, HTTP utils and Ambari. So once you have extracted a copy, then you can delete this tab because we will not be required for that. And I have also configured the .repo file. Let me just quickly show you. etc yum.repo.list. Here I have ambari.repo. You can just get. So as you can see, this is my node 1 FPDN. So all the packages will be getting downloaded from the node 1. This is for our local repository. So I hope you are clear about the setting up the local repository. If you haven't seen my previous video, so do check out that video for setting up the local repository. Okay, fine. So the first thing we need to do is we need to configure our database. So as I've already shown you that we required 5.7, the version we are selecting for Ambari, which is required a database MySQL 5.7. So just quickly on Ambari, we are selecting version 2.6.2, installing Ambari, getting started, and let's collect the minimum requirement. Getting started, there is a product interoperability. In that we have a support matrix URL. Once you click on support matrix URL, you will be getting a new page, support.matrix.autonomous.com. This is a very useful page. You need to be used to it. So we are selecting version Ambari 2.6.2. Once I select, I'll get the list of supported HTTP package, HDF, and other things. So once I select the Apache Ambari, then I can install HTTP 2.6.5, and these are the version which are in green. Okay, so we need to check out which version of database it support. So it support 5.7. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to install MySQL 5.7. So I have created a document to install 5.7. So with the help of that, I'll be sharing that, and with the help of that, we will be doing this installation. Okay, so without wasting time, let's just install the MySQL. So very first thing you need to do is you need to go on this URL. This is an official URL of MySQL. So as we have an official website for Hadoop, similarly we have URL for MySQL. Okay, so here I have the packages for the Red Hat 6, which is our operating system. Click on download button. we'll get a new link, new page. Just copy this link URL and perform a wget on the node 1. Okay, so as you can see, the package has been downloaded. We need to install this package with the help of rpm command. Rpm u vh is equal sudo. Okay, the package has been now installed. Let me just quickly show you. Every time I need to use sudo, so I'll get switched to the user root. So now you need to check the repositories. Repo list. Okay, the MySQL has been, as you can see, has been installed. So what we need to do is, once we download these RPM, and we need to check all the repository for MySQL. As you can see, this many of versions and the packages included in the MySQL RPM. So as you can see, the version 8 is enabled and version 5.7 is disabled. So we need to make vice versa. We need to enable 5.7 and we need to disable MySQL 8. So here is the command for it. yum config manager disable 5.8 community server. Okay, so it's got 8 is got disabled. Now let's enable 5.7. Okay, so now let's check out which packages of MySQL is repository is enabled. So as you can see, these are the enabled package: MySQL connector, MySQL community, MySQL community tools, and finally the MySQL 5.7 community server. So here we can start our installation part of MySQL. So yum install MySQL community server. The RPM which we have downloaded, it has support of mini version, so we need to select version by just enable and disabling it. So let's check out the further step. We need to then start the MySQL service and let's check out the status of that service. Okay, the service has been successfully installed. Now let's start the service. Okay, let's verify the service status. So it's running. Okay, so here we can get the default password which is set by the MySQL randomly. So we need to note this default password. Okay, so I'll copy this password into a notepad. So once I have the password for MySQL, so I can just log in with that password into MySQL. So here is the command. The password which we have for root. Okay, so this is the default password. Now the very first thing we need to do is we need to change the default password, and we need to set a new password for root. So the command is here. I'm going to give you in the document which I'm going to share with you. So just alter user root localhost identified by the new password. Okay, the password has been changed, but as we already seen that there is an issue of password policies. We need to add 8 characters and special character and digits involved into it, so which is not supported by Ambari 2.6. It requires a plain text password without any digit or special character. For that we need to disable the password policy. So here is a procedure I have documented, so you can just check out these are the password policies. So what we need to do is we need to disable all these policies so that we can set in our desired password. Okay, so the very first thing we are doing is password policy is making at the low, and the character minimum character should be 4, and the mix character it should be 0. It should not include any number. So this is the command, and special character which we don't require. Okay, so what we have done is we have disabled the password policy of MySQL. Now as you can see, the password I have set in for MySQL is according to the password policy. Now I'm changing the password for root just to verify whether this has been successfully reloaded or not. Okay, so let's change the root's password again. So it's got change, so which means we have successfully obtained the password policies. So let's try login with the new password. Okay, so it's working fine now. So what we need to do is, before going further, we need to have a user for Ambari database. We need to create a database for Ambari, and we need to give a privileges to that Ambari user. So when you come on to the page where we have this Ambari installation using existing databases, here you will find all the procedure to configure the databases for Ambari. So I think I already have this, so let me just check out. One, two, three, four, five, 6 privileges. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just copy this and let's append. So I have this format where I will type the username for Ambari, password for Ambari, then again Ambari user, then Ambari user again, and Ambari password. Sorry, Then we have Ambari user again and the local host. Keep it as it is, and then we need to have a remote user of Ambari. Then Ambari user, it should not include space, as I can see there is a space included, so which is not invalid. So do take care of that, guys. You will face an error for this. Okay, so fptn of my current machine. So housing -f, here I will find my